Hey, good morning. Sorry I'm not here right now, but Coach Cap has you covered. Just want to point out Jersey Day. This is actually my high school football jersey when things were huge and everything is cropped. So football in the late 80s, early 90s. All right. So today we're going to talk about some reflections because we've already talked about 2 of the 4 different transformations. We've talked about translations, we've talked about rotations, and today we're going to talk about reflections, our third thing. So here we go. So if you take a look at your packet, we only have one vocabulary word that we need to talk about today, and that vocabulary word is line of reflection. Now, every reflection must have a line of reflection, a line at which you are reflecting an image from. And you can always think of a reflection as a mirror image. So, the line of reflection simply is the line that an object or figure is reflected over. Reflected over. Must be fun on a video to watch me struggle with spelling. All right, so here we go. The first question is asking us to reflect an object over the y-axis. And in 8th grade, most of your reflections are either going to be over the y-axis, the x-axis, or over the line y equals x. So here we go. All right, so reflect over the y-axis. Well, we know that this is the y-axis. And the trick for reflections is going to be the reflection point. So this point right here is going to be the perpendicular distance, equidistant from the line of reflection. Now that may sound like a huge mouthful. It's not. Essentially what we're saying is this point has to be an equal distance away from its reflected point. So if this point right here is one space away from the line, then the reflected point is going to be 1 point away from the line on the other side. This point here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from the line of reflection. So on the other side it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This point here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the new point is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so we go ahead and draw it. And the question is, did we create a congruent shape? Do we have a shape that is the same size and same shape? And the answer is clearly yes. It's just oriented in a different direction. All right, so that is pretty basic, not too bad. One little word to the wise. If you have an equation that's saying reflect an object over the line x equals 3, you go to where x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3, 1, 2, and 3. So here's your line of reflection. If you have an instruction that says reflect over the line y equals, I don't know, -2, go to where y is -2 and you would have a horizontal line. Now, the one that's going to be the trickiest for us is going to be the line y equals x. So, the line y equals x has a y-intercept of 0 and a slope of 1. Now, you can see my calculation is a little off. I'm sorry about that. And so now, same idea. We want the perpendicular distance away from the point, from the line of reflection. So, you can see that this is half a diagonal and then a full diagonal. So here's our half, here's our full. And sorry that my line of reflection isn't so good. All right, so there's our first point. This point here is 1.5. So the new point is going to be, there's our half, and there's our 1 right here. And then this one, we have 1, 2, 3. So guess how many it's going to be on the other side? 1, 2, 3. And then we're simply going to connect the dots, and voila! We reflected the shape. You should see Miss Tobias's shape. Absolute wonder. All right, so that is really reflections in a nutshell. So here is what you have. I want you to do the other two. You also have this one right here. I want you to reflect over the line y equals x, and we're going to move this shape just a well. That's the same one. Oh well. So we're going to give you a new one. Woo-hoo. How about right here? All right, so you're going to reflect that figure over the line y equals x. And then you have your homework. So that's what we've got for today. And we have our warm-up here as well. If you finish early, here is what I would like you to do. I would like you to go through some of your old algebra sheets that you are not pleased with, and I would like you to start working on corrections. All right, I hope you have a great day. Bye.